days. Okay, good, good, good. Let's get our fucking bullshit ready. This is truly the calm before the storm. Assuming I even have an audience for this one. Oh, we have a heading. Okay, this is taking a bit now. There we go. Yes, I am aware how I look. Can I just say, though, I only sent the link just in case you wanted to. Wasn't required, it was just in case you wanted to. Not trying to be rude. I know, LMA. Anyway. I'm just trolling. Oh. We'll be right back. On window. Copper. Boob. Time to make that Tails bench joke again. Copper. War. War. Okay. Tails bench NSFW. Tails bench funny. Tails bench funny. Also, the real reason I have not started, I separated it, yep. The reason I have not gotten into the topic yet is because Spider has not gotten here yet, and I feel like this is a topic he'll find more interesting. Not Malcolm in the Middle, but I'm just waiting for the rest of that. Just waiting for the rest of... I have a Frankie Muniz film request. I feel like it's Big Fat Liar, which if it is, I was already planning on it sooner than later. I don't mean that to sound rude, I'm just saying if that is what you're... Yep, Big Fat Liar. I was already planning on doing that one sooner than later. When? Stay tuned. Could be 2 days from now, could be a week from now, could possibly be a month from now. I don't know. That is a great request, though. And then I want you to review Bigger, Fatter Liar. Ew, disgusting. I actually have not seen Bigger, Fatter Liar start to finish, honestly. It's bad. I believe you. Oh, I believe you. Okay, I believe you. Hey, look, there's a running gag I haven't whipped out in a while. I guess this entire segment right now is the pre-show chill time. But I usually watch it back to back with the first film. That is the equivalent of drinking Pepsi followed by hard liquor. As somebody who's never drank liquor, that is still the equivalent. That is the equivalent of Pepsi followed by fucking tequila. 1 tequila, 2 tequila, floor. Copper. Nah, it's the equivalent of drinking Pepsi than drinking piss. Honestly, either one fits. Either tequila or piss. Either or applies. The only reason I have not gotten to Malcolm in the Middle yet is because I was kind of waiting on Spider. Tequila is delish. I believe you because I have not drank it. I was just waiting for him to get here before I start with the topic, because this might be more so his level of expertise than mine, even though I'm really the one who, like, actually loves this show. I never got to watch this show. Grandma wouldn't let me. Not based, Grandma. Ooh, I said Grandma, and it just reminded me. There's something that I do want to bring up a bit later into this episode, but I'll save it for later. Her crime drama shows and the news were more important. Again, there is something I do want to bring up a bit later into this show, but I'll save it for later. You know, it's funny that Spider's been asking me to start these earlier as of late. You notice why I hate... Yes, I do notice. I do notice. And, you know, it's funny that Spider's been asking me to start these earlier, even though, he's not here, but not mad or anything. I'm just... Funny, ironic observation. Again, not anger, just a funny, ironic observation. I've had to sit through so many of them. Yep. I get it. To be fair, though, as somebody who likes a select few, not all, but a select few, yep, Law and Order, 24, The Practice, my thing is, like, I don't like every crime drama. There are a few that I like, but... Okay. I don't like every... Oh, so Criminal Minds, yeah. I don't like... They're all boring. My thing is, like, I don't like every crime drama. There are a select few that I do like, but that's only because they're not boring to me. They might be boring to you, and that's perfectly fine. No, I don't like Law and Order. Don't shove words into my retarded little mouth. No, I don't like any version of Law and Order. Stop throwing words into my mouth. That reflection in the window was fucking with me, but okay, I don't think Spider's gonna be here. You like Law and Order dick pic on server. You are running that joke into the ground. Well, anyway, looks like Spider's not going to be here for a while. So you know what that means. Welcome to Wonder After Dark. I'm just going to go ahead and start 10 minutes in because he's not here yet. Malcolm in the Middle is an American television sitcom created by Linwood Boomer. You ain't beating the Malcolm in the Middle is an American television sitcom created by Linwood Boomer for the Fox Broadcasting Company, or the Fox Network. The series premiered on January 9th, 2000, so we're just a day off of the 25th, and the series concluded on May 14th, 2006, after seven seasons and a total of 151 episodes. Padme is 24, gets married to 19-year-old Anakin. I've heard worse, but that's still bad. Anyway. But yeah, the series ended after 7 seasons and a total of 151 episodes. So ironically, this show has ran longer than Malcolm so far. Not longer in years, but longer in episode count. Anyway. It was her 10-year anniversary. Anyway, the series stars Jane Kaczmarek. I think that's how you say her name. We'll just call her Jane for short. Bryan Cranston, Christopher Masterson, Justin Burfield, Eric Sullivan, Catherine Lloyd Burns, and, of course, Frankie Muniz. Jane Kaczmarek. I do not know what you're talking about. I feel like that's a reference to something, but I don't know what, and I'm too lazy to look it up. If it is a reference. Anyway, Jane Fonda. Well, I know the name Jane Fonda. Anyway. The series was produced by Satin City Production. Jane from Tarzan. I haven't watched Tarzan. The series was produced by Satin City Productions, Regency Television, and Fox Television Studios for the Fox Network. You will watch Tarzan. Okay. I will. I gotta pick everything up real quick. So before you say, read. Give me a second. I'm not ignoring you, I just knocked a bunch of shit over. Or rather, I knocked minimal over and I just can't find my pen that goes on top of there. Hey, shit. Where is it? Is it over here, or? I'll get to that later. Oh, Phil Collins was my father. Hi, Spider. You're a little late, but no worries. He was my father, too. Okay. You will fall in love with Phil Collins. You will want to lick Phil Collins' head. I don't know how to feel about this. Yeah, I'll just look for that pen later. Anyway. Oh yeah, Spider, if you're wondering what you missed, we're talking about Malcolm in the Middle. Middle in the Malcolm. Anyway. The series, as I said, aired on Fox from January 9th, 2000 to May 14th, 2006. Phil Collins was my father until I lost my virginity to his music. Gay sex. Anyway. The single camera series, or let me try it again. The single camera series is a comedy that not just really into his albums. And I don't know shit about Phil Collins. I'm not saying that like I don't care. I just don't know shit about him. Why does everything oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. Found it. I was about to say, everything I touch has to vanish. Want to know a singer I really love now? Ed Sheeran. Okay, I believe you. Only on the basis that you've said that before. Anyway, the single camera series is a comedy which follows a dysfunctional working class family and stars Frankie Muniz in the lead role as Malcolm, a child prodigy. The ensemble cast also includes Jane Kaczmarek as Lois, Bryan Cranston as Hal. Jane as Lois, Bryan Cranston as Hal, Christopher Kennedy Masterson as Francis, Justin Burfield as Reese, and Eric Per Sullivan as Dewey. I'm no Malcolm man, I'm no in man, I'm no the man, I'm no middleman. Ha ha, funny. Anyway. The typical plot of every episode revolves around the family's dysfunctional relationships and inability to fit into society, with Malcolm is the Middle a spinoff. No, in fact, it's a complete ripoff. The two shows have nothing to do with each other than the basic premise. Sorry if I sounded a little snappy, it's just, yeah. Anyway. Also, the difference is the Middle is just not funny at all. At least not to me. Fuck you, the Middle was funny. Okay, yeah, maybe in your opinion, and I respect your opinion, but in the times I've seen it, no. Anyway, but that's just my opinion. You can respectfully disagree with me. Anyway. The typical plot of each episode revolves around the family's dysfunctional relationships and inability to fit into society, with Malcolm regularly breaking the fourth wall to the camera to comment on their failures. The other brother, then don't say your opinion like it's moving on. Another brother, Jamie, Again, I see where you're coming from. Moving on before either of us make it worse. Another brother, Jamie, was introduced at the end of season 4 and was introduced as the 5th child of Hal and Lois. Moving on to your bum. Okay. Anyway. The series, it's flat as fucking unappealing. Cunt. Anyway. Respectful cunt. Anyway. The series has been syndicated worldwide and throughout its original run received widespread critical acclaim and proved to be a popular draw for Fox. I mean, why else do you think it ran for 7 seasons and 150 plus episodes? A Mexican gardener might like it, a 6-foot-tall one. Yep. Anyway. I love how this has just become both a set piece and a prop. Wasn't even on purpose, but now it just is a part of the family. Also, speaking of a part of the family, I forgot something. I'm always forgetting. There we go, fixed it. Fixed it, unfortunately. Anyway. It is placed on several lists of the greatest TV and sitcom series of all time. It has won a Peabody Award, 7 Emmy Awards, 1 Grammy Award, and 7 Golden Globe nominations. First the bottle, implying that you drinking heavily. Now it's evolved to the gun. What next? It's snowing outside, and it's causing Copper to think he's losing it. Of course, he's went back to eeping. So if you hear like a crackling noise, it's snow. It was placed on several lists. This show is a sex offender. Anyway. Funny. Anyway. The show was influential as being one of the first single-camera comedy series on television without a live studio audience or a laugh track. Something that had been done before. Are you a Gex offender? Is it Gex Night? Anyway. But yeah, it was influential as being the first, not the first, but one of the first single-camera comedy series without a live studio audience or a laugh track. Something that I'm sure had been done before, but this was one of the first big examples. So basically it was filmed much more like an hour-long drama than, honestly, I like sitcoms without live studio. Well, then there are 2 shows I think you might like. Malcolm in the Middle, and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. But will you ever give them a chance? No. I have one you might love. Oh, do tell. I love the sound this makes. I might give Malcolm a chance. Good. And if you think you and Alan are funny, you might actually love Sunny because it's all your humor. You like Jerry O'Connell? I mean, after Kangaroo Jack, I guess I can say yes. Locked and loaded. Okay, blast. He had a show called My Secret Identity. You've mentioned that show before. I might check it out eventually. I might not. I don't know. I doubt we'll live to see December. The full series is on YouTube for free. Okay. I'll remember that. Okay. I believe you. I don't even know if Spider is still watching or not, but if he is, he's probably looking at both of us right now like, good lord, just kiss and then kill each other already. Anyway. Because it's not even kiss, marry, fuck. It's kiss, kill. Anyway. That's my dynamic with everyone. Just kiss, kill. Anyway. For legal reasons, that's a joke. Anyway. But yeah. It was one of his first shows ever. Basically, it's about a teenager who gets zapped by a photon beam by accident. And why, yes, I do remember that. I was bewildered by the plot synopsis live on camera the last time you mentioned it. Anyway. The pilot script was initially being developed by the network UPN until Regency Television became involved. Your life is nothing. What was your first clue? You serve 0 per... What was your first fucking clue, bitch? Anyway. It was planned... Let me try that again, because Joe Biden. The script for the pilot episode was initially being developed by the network UPN until Regency Television became involved. It was planned for the 1998 to 1999 television season, but when UPN's enthusiasm for the project waned, Gail Berman managed to rescue the pilot by bringing the project to Fox. And the show was then moved to the 1999 to 2000 cycle, where it was picked up by Fox. And the rest is history. Your life is nothing. You serve no purpose. Anyway. Oh yeah, much of Malcolm in the Middle's filming was done on location in various parts of the 30-mile zone around Los Angeles. A privately owned home located in Studio City, California, was rented for upwards of $3,000 a day to film as the exterior of the family's house. All I remember from this show is a commercial where Frankie says, "This is totally unfair." I mean, yeah, pretty much. Anyway, also, isn't the older brother actually younger than him? I'm pretty sure that's correct. I'm pretty sure. No, that's not my way of saying I don't know. It's just I'm pretty sure that's correct. One of them was older than the young, or one of them was older or younger than the other. Anyway. But I'm too caught up. I heard that in some show called Whatever Happened to. Anyway. A privately owned home located in Studio City, California, was rented for upwards of $3,000 a day to film as the exterior of the family's house. Unfortunately, in 2011, the property was rebuilt and is no longer recognizable due to its modern two-floor design. However, the house directly to the left of it is nearly identical to what it looked like during filming. I can't find much about that show, but basically it was a mini biography / Where Are They Now show. Yeah, I figured, based on Whatever Happened to. However, Jesse is you are seriously running that into the ground. I am not even kidding. Penis, yep. I said penis. And I did catch that later. Why, yes, I am aware that that shirt landed next to the highly flammable heater. Will I tend to it? No. Chester Cheetah porn. Okay. Chester Cheetah NSFW. Also, I don't think Spider's watching right now, which is quite unfortunate. Anyway. I'm not going to go over every single filming location for the show, by the way, so... yeah. You know, tomorrow you should review a game. Well, unfortunately, tomorrow night is half taken, but if I have time, I might work in a game review, or tonight, actually. Jesus Christ. It's just I'm in the middle of this, but I'm not opposed to it. Unless it's a game I haven't played. If it's a game I haven't... let's talk about it after Malcolm. If it's a game I haven't played, you're doing the talking. Not trying to sound rude, just let that be known. Anyway, I'm not reading off... it's a game that's a joke. Okay, it's a game that is noted. Anyway. What I was saying. You might have seen the AVGN episode. I feel like... yeah, I don't know. Anyway. What I was saying... the barrel always comes loose on here. Anyway. Hallmarks of the series film Hong Kong 97. Okay, I've never played Hong Kong 97, so you're on your own. There's the snow again. Anyway. Hallmarks of the series filming and structure, many of which heavily influenced later programs, included the following. A cold open presenting one or more family members in absurd situations that have little or nothing to do with the main plot of the episode. Okay, review the film tomorrow. Watch the AVGN video, basically. Okay. I don't know what the hell I'm going to be doing tomorrow, but, am I really about to... What I'm thinking... Kick a nut... Good lord, I just tried to read that and it gave me a stroke. No, No, like, seriously, that just gave me a stroke. Anyway, a split-second whip pan as a transition from one scene to another, frequent pieces to camera delivered by Malcolm, otherwise known as a fourth wall break, an abrupt cut to black at the end of each segment, accompanied by the sound of a slamming door. During the final 2 seasons, Christopher Masterson, who plays Francis, reduced his on-screen time in favor of writing and directing some episodes. So there's something. Okay, anyway. But what about that motherfucking reception? Malcolm on top, okay. Anyway, interestingly, there's no Rotten Tomatoes listed. That doesn't happen all that often. Malcolm on bottom, okay. Yeah, that doesn't happen all that often. We don't have Rotten Tomatoes to look at. Anyway, Metacritic, which uses a weighted average, gave the show's first season a score of 88 out of 100 based on 26 reviews, 0 to 50 and 4, indicating universal acclaim. Wowie zowie. Despite the critical acclaim, however, its success was not assured, with audiences generally rejecting single-camera live-action comedies at the time. However, the show achieved Fox's biggest ratings for a premiere since The Simpsons in 1990, with an audience of more than 23 million for the debut episode, and Fox's biggest rating for a show aired directly after The Simpsons. 26 million watched the second episode. Kill me. You seem to be in kind of a bad mood, my guy. No, I'm not being sarcastic. I'm not being jokey. You just seem like you're in kind of a mood. Malcolm in the ditch. That Spider does seem like he's in a ditch right now. Anyway. Why did I just say that like I was whispering to somebody on the schoolyard? He seems like he's in kind of a ditch right now. Anyway. Fox shuffled the show's airtime repeatedly during its run to make room for other shows. On January 13th, 2000... Psst, I think you're gay. I think you're a tranny. Anyway. Fox announced that the show will be moving to 7 p.m. on Sundays effective January 29, 2006. The 151st and final episode of the series aired at 8:30 p.m., the show's original time slot. I detransitioned. Okay, no, good. Anyway, on May 14th, 2006, and was watched by, it felt wrong after a bit, I mean, fair. Just fair. That's why me stopped. Again, fair. Anyway, and was watched by 7.4 million viewers. So yeah. But that pretty much covers it. Malcolm, I'm going to get canceled, aren't I? I mean, as long as you provide legit reasoning, then I think you should be safe, but if you just say it how you just described it, you might get some heat. Just saying. Anyway, but that's pretty much the critical side of Malcolm in the Middle. It got very positive feedback during its run. But what about home video? I love Heat. Good. Al Pacino. Stay tuned. Only the first season of Malcolm in the Middle has been released on DVD in the US. Season 2 was set to be released on I'll be back. Or I'll be black. Okay, I'll wait, and then I'll talk. I'll just wait for you to get back before I read the home video side. I'll wait. Them cars outside are loud. Ooh, I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. Anyway. Okay, back to the show. On Nick. Alright, the home video history of Malcolm in the Middle. To date, only season 1 has been released on DVD in the US. Season 2 was set to be released on DVD in the fall of 2003, but it was canceled due to the high cost of music clearances. And that brings up something I probably should have mentioned earlier. Malcolm in the Middle used a lot, and I do mean a lot, of licensed music, which, as we know, is music that was not originally produced for the series. And, of course, is music from, pre-existing bands and pre-existing artists. I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blickety black, blickety blick, black, blick, black. Unlicensed music. I said licensed. And oh. I said licensed. Not trying to get pissy, but licensed music unfunny. Anyway, what I was saying, Malcolm in the Middle used a lot of licensed music. So, pre-existing songs from pre-existing artists and bands. Due to the high cost of licensing all that music for the show, if they were to have continued the DVD releases, Fox would have had to do one of two things. They would have had to either A, pay a huge premium to keep the original music, or B, painstakingly recut all the episodes with new music made exclusively for the DVD. Fox ultimately chose option number 3 and just stopped releasing Malcolm on DVD outright. Sarlacc tentacles, okay. But yeah, Fox ultimately decided to stop releasing the show on DVD. Discord, okay. Although it is worth noting, however, that Fuck you. Corgi. I love corgis, but I don't love what I'm looking at right now. I'll address that momentarily, Spider. Well, let me finish Malcolm and I'll address this. Where is the... There it is. Son of a bitch. He just sent me some bullshit, so that's why I'm kind of like frozen right now. Okay, anyway, back to the show. It is worth noting, however, that Malcolm in the Middle would continue to receive DVD releases in other parts of the world, specifically Germany. Why Germany specifically, I have no idea. But yeah, Germany did continue to get DVDs for Malcolm. Also, an interesting tidbit, Malcolm in the Middle was actually very popular in Mexico. Of all countries. If you didn't know that, now you do. Malcolm in the Middle was a very popular show in Mexico. I don't really know what attracts the show to a Mexican audience, but that's cool to know. That actually is pretty cool to know that such an American show has such international appeal. Okay. Now, normally would be the time, Malcolm in the Middle, Malcolm in the Middle, Malcolm in the Middle, Malcolm in the shut up, anyway. Now, normally would be the part where, okay, normally now would be the part where I review the show. I had a friend named Malcolm once, that's funny. Okay, anyway. Alright, now normally, right now, would be the part where I review the show. But, oh, I always called him Malcolm in the Middle. Nika. Anyway. Alright, now, I'm going to ask you to stay with me here. Normally, this would be the part of the show of Wonder After Dark where I review the content. But instead, there's a specific aspect of Malcolm in the Middle that I do want to bring attention to. The way it fell off. Now, it being a... I'm not staying with you. We're through. Don't skibbity me. Don't send me your gout. Don't riz up my Ohio. I'm sorry, but it ain't working out. Anyway. Okay, but Malcolm in the Middle. The show fell off at a very particular point. Now, I said that the show ran for 7 seasons and over 100 episodes, so that shouldn't be surprising at all, and really it's not. I expect your house keys. Mike Wachowski. Anyway, what I was saying. You know, it running for 7 seasons and over 100 episodes, the fact that it fell off or slipped at some point shouldn't be surprising. But I want to talk about how it did and really if it did. I'm going to be going into spoiler territory, so if you haven't seen Malcolm in the Middle, you're fucked. SpongeBob. Anyway. So, SpongeBob, Family Guy, The Simpsons. Anyway. Thomas and Friends. Fairly Odd Parents. Anyway. So, I'm fucked. Sign me up. Okay, bitch. Anyway. So, during season 4 of Malcolm in the Middle, Jane, who played Lois on the show, got pregnant in real life. Now, typically, when a sitcom actress gets pregnant, I said in real life, by the way, typically when a sitcom actress gets pregnant, they find ways to work around it. Notable examples include leaving the character behind a countertop at all times, making them wear big coats or house coats. Don't they usually film a body double? Let me finish. That too, though. Frasier did it, I think. I've never seen Frasier, so I can't answer that. And sometimes when an actress gets pregnant, they just write them off the show until the pregnancy is over. Malcolm, however, opted to write it into the show. Also, Lunette in the big I've never seen the big comfy couch. How am I supposed to know what you're talking about? Anyway, but what I was saying. I know that you say that I talk about shit with no context, but you're worse when it comes to that. But anyway, now, they decided to write this into the show. So instead of just writing Lois off until the pregnancy was over, they made Lois get pregnant in the show. Now, this wouldn't be the first time that Malcolm in the Middle wrote in real-world events. Allison Court filmed the last season while pregnant. She always wore baggy clothes. Okay, that's cool. Anyway, sorry if that sounded a little sarcastic. I was just in the middle of this. But anyway, now this wouldn't be the first time that they wrote something into the show to get around a restriction. Malcolm in the Middle could not stop the kids from aging. They couldn't stop the kids from aging. Lucy Ball did her show when she got pregnant in the 50s. Okay, I get it. Cool to know, but I get it. Now, anyway, they couldn't stop the kids from aging. At least not without illegal activity involving DNA structure. So they decided to have the show take place in real time, roughly, with each season representing a full year. Pretty cool. So, yeah, this wasn't Malcolm's first rodeo with time. Here's my problem, though. Pretty much the entirety, and I do mean the entirety... Oh, hello, cop cars. In fact, Lucy was the first actress to ever incorporate her real pregnancy into a... Okay, that's pretty cool. Anyway, what I was saying, here's my problem. Pretty much the entire fourth season, season 4, in its entirety, of Malcolm in the Middle, with a few exceptions, is dedicated to setting up Lois's pregnancy and Lois giving birth. At the end of season 4, Jamie is born. If you've ever seen any episodes, well, guess what? I haven't seen any. Contrary to popular belief, I have not seen every single thing you talk about. I'm not trying to sound rude, but there are things I don't know about, and 90% of the ones you do are. Anyway, I Love Lucy. I've never seen I Love Lucy other than WandaVision. By the way, WandaVision, stay tuned. Anyway, before I get interrupted again. But here's my problem with it. At the end of season 4, Jamie is born. So now there are 5 kids. You would think that would be a pretty big status quo change. Especially because the family on Malcolm in the Middle, who, by the way, they never say the last... I thought WandaVision was too... I mean, wasn't that the point of WandaVision? Nah, I'm not trying to be rude, but wasn't that the point of WandaVision, was to be weird? Anyway, enough of me being a cunt, but like, I don't know. I get it, though, but anyway. But Jamie was born at the end of season 4 of Malcolm. Now, you would think, 5 kids, and Hal and Lois are not exactly rich. In fact, they're borderline poor. You would think... What episode number is this? Of Wonder After Dark? That would be... episode... Okay, we're on roughly... Well, the last one would be 192. So this would be episode 193. Borderline poor G. I knew that's what you were gonna say. I knew that's what I knew that. The minute I said it, I knew that's what was gonna come out your yap hole. But anyway. But you would think that'd be a pretty big status quo change for Malcolm in the Middle, right? A new baby being born? No! The Mexicano in Trump's crosshairs. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Elise Cordonel. Anyway. Jesse being a cunt, episode 193. Anyway. What I was saying, but... Basically, you would think this be a big status quo change. No. Pretty much the minute Jamie was born on Malcolm in the Middle, the show basically went back to normal. Except now there was a baby sometimes. And even then it was a complete fucking waste because the baby can't do anything. Couldn't act. couldn't... I noticed that your last few episodes went from my to our. I don't like it. Sylv pestering Jesse into talking about something he's never seen, episode 69. I love how now we've hit the arguing stage. I'm not trying to be rude, but I love how 50 minutes into this, we've hit the arguing stage. But God damn. Also, I mean, you bet. Anyway. Let me tell you, that's the best thing to abuse on this show. Other than my audience. But anyway. What I was saying. Jamie... Oh, shut up. Jamie was a fucking waste on Malcolm in the Middle. You know why? Well... Never mind, the fact that most babies on shows are pointless as is. Jamie couldn't do anything because he was a baby. Jamie couldn't act because he was a baby. Jamie couldn't get into trouble alongside the boys because he's a baby. What about Grogu? No, Grogu's based. We love Grogu in this house. Jamie, we hate Jamie as much as we hate the baby from Ice Age. But Jamie was just a stupid character all around. But see, that's not where I think Malcolm in the Middle fell off. Although I would say it started to change around the same time, and not for the better. What if Mando turned Grogu into soup? Good question. 10 minutes in, lovely intro. 20 minutes in, start topic. 40 minutes in, the turnaround. 50 minutes in, the arguments start. 1 hour in, settlement. Last 10 minutes, acceptance. Now that is perfect. That is... Last 1 minute, wait. Nah, you done hit the head on the nail with that one. That is... You hit the nail on the head with that one. That is Wonder After Dark, the summary. Okay, anyway. But Malcolm in the Middle, around this time, started to change, and not for the better. Let me explain how, though. It's actually really simple. While Malcolm in the Middle, early on, always had its cartoonish elements and its surreal elements, often last second sleep. Malcolm fucked up. Yep, pretty much, but anyway. Anyway, what I was saying. But although the show always had its more cartoonish elements and its more absurd elements, often placing the family in situations that are exaggerated for comedic effect, there was still a certain amount of realism to the premise. This was still a real family going through real situations and real struggles. It's a situation comedy. Exactly. So while Malcolm's early seasons did have situations that could be a little outlandish, and sometimes very outlandish, aka a sitcom, yep, the situations themselves were still believable and grounded. And then you tell Sylv about what my dad... Well, he's already heard, but I was going to get to that after the show, or after the review. Please wait, I'm almost done with Malcolm. Anyway, please be patient, both of you. Don't kill each other. But basically, the series... excuse me. But you go from do tell on camera. Please be patient. I'll get to it after the review. I'm almost done. But you went from episodes about, like, the science fair and getting a job and getting grounded to Hal leads a group of bodybuilders across the neighborhood. Lois travels all the way to Afghanistan to retrieve Reese. Dewey's special needs class lives in the trees. And Francis undoes all of his character development over the last 6 seasons. So basically what went from a absurd but relatable show about a poor family to became a show about a family getting into all sorts of cartoony situations. So it's basically Family Guy by its last 2 seasons. Oh, and on top of that, by the time Jamie is old enough to matter, he still doesn't. Jamie is literally filler the character. It became Family Matters. While I've never seen a full episode of Family Matters, I may have to agree with you because I've seen... Okay, maybe not... Okay, maybe not building a giant toothbrush machine absurd, but like I said, Lois travels all the way to Afghanistan to retrieve Reese. That's not absurd to you? Anyway, but like literally all the way there. Y'all ever seen Modern Family? I've never seen Modern Family personally. Family Matters once started as a normal show, then Steve Urkel joined and the series became outlandish in a good way. Well, as long as it's in a good way, I enjoy that a lot. Again, I've never seen Modern Family. Who knows, maybe someday I'll watch it and someday I like it. I don't know. But back to Malcolm. But yeah, while I wouldn't call the last 3 seasons bad, per se... Oh, I remember one episode where he locks himself in the bathroom dressed as Spider-Man. Spider, I could see you doing that. I could see you doing that. But anyway. While I wouldn't call the last 3 seasons of Malcolm in the Middle bad, per se... He was looking at some Black Cat cosplay. Anyway, while I wouldn't call the last 3 seasons of Malcolm in the Middle bad, per se, as in the worst show I've ever seen, I do think seasons 5, 6, and 7 of Malcolm are a definite step down from seasons 1 through 4. Definite step down. Scrubs season 9 bad. Yeah, except I do think Scrubs season 9 is actually worse. Like, a lot worse. But I'll talk about why I think so in greater detail on another time. The Batman season 5, good. I've never seen The Batman! Jazz hands. Madam Web bad? Yes. Shrek, Fiona, Donkey. By the way, Shrek 5 got delayed. It was supposed to come out July 1st, 2026. Now Shrek 5 has been delayed to December 23rd, 2026. And in its place, Universal will be... I just said, okay, Shrek the Third mixed. Stay tuned. Okay. Yeah, Shrek 5 was scheduled for July 1st, 2026, but it has now been delayed to December 23rd of 2026. And in its place, Minions 3. Shrek the Third, not as bad as people say it is, in my opinion. Stay tuned. That was not on purpose. That was not on purpose. I don't think it's terrible, I just don't think it was as funny as 2. Same here. For further thoughts on Shrek the Third, see our future review. Stay tuned. That's what I think. It's what we all think, seemingly. Oh look, the 1 minute where the 3 of us agree on something without killing each other. It's always the third movies that make us do that. Sonic 3. Anyway. Okay, but... do you know Hong Kong 97? Other than AVGN, no. Everything I know about Hong Kong 97 is from AVGN, and that is it. Also, it's also the third movies that aren't funny. Yep, that too. Okay, but back to Malcolm on my ass. You come in my face. Anyway. Okay. But Malcolm in the Middle. Sonic 3 had some good jokes, I'm kidding. It did. A woman in the military? I love misogyny in kids' movies. Anyway, I think we know who Gerald voted for. Okay, anyway. For real, though, Gerald would totally be a Trump supporter. That's why you're going to watch the 19... I mean, there was something else I had in mind for tomorrow, but I'm not opposed to making another bizarre double feature. Wouldn't be the first... Gerald voted for JFK, isn't it obvious? I don't know any... All I know about JFK is that... Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys! Wah! If you know what I'm referencing, you're a real one. And if you don't know, oh, you poor soul. Anyway, but Malcolm in the Middle. Malcolm in the Middle, though, was a very interesting show. And for as funny as it is, I'd say it's relatable. Relatable when you're a kid, relatable when you're a teenager, relatable when you're an adult. You know what's great about being a Baldwin out? Anyway. Oh, it's even funnier that I have this down here. Anyway, but Malcolm in the... What, Dan? My God. Nothing. Anyway. Okay, but Malcolm in the Middle. Malcolm in the Middle. Despite its less than stellar final 3 seasons, and despite Jamie just being shit, I would call Malcolm in the Middle South Park bigger, longer, and uncut. Well, that's not what I was referencing with Nothing Bad Ever Happens to the Kennedys, but, you know, stay tuned. But, anyway. Also, I finally got the joke of uncut. Anyway. Okay, but Malcolm in the Middle. Before I get interrupted again. Despite... Uncut penis, yep. Despite its less than stellar final 3 seasons, and despite, you know, its less than stellar last little bit, Malcolm in the Middle will always be one of my favorite sitcoms. And it's one of those rare has been circumcised. Actually, that would be correct. Although it feels like everybody I know is uncirced. Anyway, but... Okay, I'm just going to send my message in Discord. YouTube won't let me. Okay, smart move. Must be pretty juicy if YouTube won't let you. Well, I'm not uncirced. Okay, well that makes 2, possibly 3. I don't know if Spider was ever circumcised or not. I feel like he was, but I don't know. Anyway, also, yes, I really did just go there. Anyway. Wouldn't be the worst thing. I don't want to know. To be honest, I don't want to know either, but it also wouldn't surprise me. Anyway, because at this point, I'm just numb to everything. But anyway. Sent. I'll get to that after my review. Anyway. In conclusion, Malcolm in the Middle, despite its less than stellar last couple seasons, is still a great show, and one that I highly recommend checking out. It's one of those shows that's funny, but relatable. Funny, but can have some legit serious moments. And one of those shows that's just absolute fucking hysterical. As for where you can check it out, well, as I said, in terms of DVD releases, Fox only released season 1. In terms of streaming, it's available to stream on Disney+. By the way, the show's coming back in the form of new episodes for Disney+. Stay tuned, we're going to be talking about Malcolm again later this year, when the revival premieres. But I'm going to give Malcolm in the Middle a 9 out of 10. Build the wall? Why build a wall between America and Mexico when we can just blow them Mexies up! For legal reasons, that's a joke. I am not up to anything. That is a joke. In Minecraft, on Nick. I honestly want to rate it a 9 because I love Muniz. Well, you can if you want to. Okay. For legal reasons, Jesse is not joking. The video is here, officer. Fuck! Okay, anyway. Ruh-roh. Zoinks. Jeepers. Jinkies. Fuck! One of my favorite videos. Okay, anyway. And now on to a change. Pretend you're going to jail. Okay. Goodbye, everyone. Okay, time's up. I would have gotten away with it if it weren't with... Yeah. I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling Pokemon tickler. Boy, I'm a Pokemon kisser. Okay, anyway. And now on to a change of pace. So, I'm a Pokemon 2. Okay, talk about James' dad. I was getting there. Okay, so typically on Wonder After Dark, I like to keep the tone of this show maybe not positive, but comedic. I guess you could say lighthearted, but let's just say comedic. Even if we're covering something a bit serious, I still like to imagine defending stealing. Oh, yeah, I was getting to that, but anyway, more like chaotic. Well, chaotic fits too, but anyway, I still like to keep the tone of this show, fun. Let's say fun. Defending stealing. I'm getting there. Let's just say fun. I like to keep the tone of this show fun. Fun. Now, for this though, we're not having fun. We're not having fun. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. You like to keep the tone of this show. Fuck. Oh, I'm gonna make you fuck, alright? Okay. Oh, I'm gonna get on with it. I'm gonna come on you like no one's ever come on you before. With that being said, you know what's bullshit? Parents who don't deserve to have children. Now, I could make that a whole episode on its own, but some people do not deserve to have kids. Now, we've heard a lot about Spider's... I'm not going to call them his family. I'm not. Like, that's not a family. That's just a prison. But Karen's, Kevin's, yeah. Parents like that come in many forms. Karen's, Kevin's, my sisters are well, I'm glad your stips... Your stips... Yeah, your stips. No. I'm glad your sisters are. I still need proof that they're, like, sane. Because if something Trump comes out of their mouth... Oh... Anyway, but... Either way, I'm not calling those his parents, and I am not calling those two his family. Your sisters may be family, and that's very sweet, actually, but I'm not calling those two people. We haven't done anything. We were just fucking. Anyway. Okay. So, earlier today, well, what do you think? It's a conservative family, and they're impressionable. They're young. That doesn't make it okay. That does not make it okay. They have to. That doesn't make it okay, though. Anyway. Today, at 3:52 p.m., I got this transcript. Me. Where's my suit? It's not okay, but it's just there. Okay, today, at 3:52 p.m., I got this transcript. Me. Where's my suitcase? Dad. Probably in our room. Me. Good Lord, why can't y'all just ask me? Dad. Well, that's pointless, because what would you do after that? Me. What? Dad. It doesn't matter asking, because what would be the alternative to keeping it in your room? Me. What? Dad, raising his voice. Do you want me to get it? Me. Yes! Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. Oh. Now I've heard worse than that. I've heard a lot worse. But when I tell you, I wanted to fucking lose it when I saw that. Now, my parents, yeah, I've said some bad things about my parents. Difference is, though, they have never done anything that bad to me. Oh, sure, I've had devices taken away, and I have been grounded, but I haven't just had, like, whole ass belongings taken from me without context. Haven't I? No, I haven't. I haven't fucking had that happen. Never. You see Raya here? Has this ever vanished on me because my dad said, oh, it's in my room? No, it hasn't. Has that happened? No. No, 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 no. No, it hasn't. Has Copper over there just randomly ended in Timbuktu because my mom decided didn't like him that day? No. But Daddy here just... Yeah. Fuck. Whee! They never... I now have 2 suitcases in my room blocking a bunch of space, but it's worth it because I don't want my shit stolen. I need to make a lock. They never even give me a notice. Only way I notice something is gone is if I figure it out. Oh, and God damn. Not only does this piss me off to no end. Oh my God. I wanted to fucking scream when I saw that. I had a teacher dig through my backpack on the daily in school constantly. Not just me, but the rest of the students too. Keep in mind, this was a special needs class. The teacher was a bitch. I don't go to IRL school, as we know, because I'm homeschooled. I used to go to physical school, but then it didn't really work out. Difference is, though, I've never had that happen, at least as far as as far as I'm aware. Probably because my teachers weren't total pieces of shit. Again, as far as I was aware. I'm too young, okay? But, God, when I got this message earlier, I wanted to fucking lose it. In fact, you see this thing right here? Oh boy. And she wasn't given any permission. Ew. Bang, 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 bang. Let beauty come out of ashes. No, but God damn. When did asking When did asking for permission become an obsolete concept? Thank you. God damn. Her reason. I'm the teacher. Don't come to school tomorrow. That's a joke, but God, when I saw that, guys, you seriously, if I had read that any earlier or later in the day, I probably would have actually thrown my phone at the fucking wall. I am not kidding. I am not. You think I'm crucifying around. I'm not. The fact that he defended not asking, dude legit said, I'm not stealing, I'm borrowing without asking. I can't say what you should do to your dad, but you can use your imagination. You can use your fucking imagination. And then she complained to my grandma about me bringing a toy to leave in my bag. My grandma had a response that you could make a pin drop her. Why is it wrong to bring toys? Oh, by the way, you're not allowed to bring blankets to my school anymore. My grandma said, and did you ask him if you could go in his bag? But when I tell you, mind you, everything this guy's sad, miserable, pathetic excuses. Let's calm down now. Oh, I'll calm down in a moment. I'll calm down. But if I ever find you two, I'm not going to do anything illegal, but I will have some thoughts. I will strike vengeance upon thee. You will not get off easy. Mr. and Mrs. Collins, your days are numbered. The funny image. The funny image. What's wrong with this image? What's wrong with this image? Guys, what's wrong with this image? What is wrong with this image? Fucked squirrel. Correct. Jesse's threatening live on camera. Call the cops. I have her number. I still have the FBI number. The squirrel. Scrat done acorned his last nut. I legit have... Why, yes, I know. You've proven that before on this show. You've proven that. I'm obsessed with coffee creamer. The squirrel got graped. Oh, it got graped. It's unhealthy, but I can't stop drinking it. It's my alcohol. And you know, guys, sometimes you just gotta lose control. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta lose control. Sometimes you can't help but to lose control. I eat raw spaghetti all the time and I'm still alive. And that's unhealthy, apparently. I think a lot of things in life are unhealthy. I think a lot of things are unhealthy. Surprises, surprises, they come all shapes and sizes. You never know what's wrong with them. It might delight, it might offend. That's why there's surprises with all their highs and lows. Come out top, or come from stop. Who knows, who knows, who knows? Your life could be going fine, all at once it's fine. I could not rhyme that shit, but you know that is why. Your life could go so terribly wrong that it's not motherfucking funny. Dear God, please end it. Surprises, surprises, they come all shapes and sizes. You never know what's wrong with them. Because their life is not a that's why there's surprises with all the highs and lows. Come out top or come full stop. Who knows, who knows, who knows? A day with no surprises may be dull and flat. You could be flattened by a bus. You can be sure of that. Surprises, surprises, they come all shapes and sizes. You never know what's wrong with offend, it might delight, it might offend. That's why there's surprises with all their highs and lows. You come up top or come full stop. Who knows, who knows, who knows? Some people do not deserve to have children. May as well just give them up to foster care or fucking else. That's why there's surprises with all the highs and lows. Come out top or come full stop. Who knows, who knows, who knows? Surprises, surprises. They come all shapes and sizes. Never know what's gonna offend. It might go right, it might offend. That's why there's surprises with all their highs and lows. Come out top or come full stop. Get harassed, get the in. Take the nail, come off the rails. Who knows, who knows, who knows? Who knows? I was gonna clip that, but it's longer than a minute. Sad. Hey, YouTube, could you add the ability to clip stuff longer than a minute, please, and thank you? Too long didn't read. I'm a little fucking loony. Show what I got today. Okay. Anyway, Sylv got some stuff. Let's look at it. We got Pikachu, Handsome Picus, R2-D2, and a Corgi. You know, them dogs that got big asses? Yeah, Corgis. A nice little haul, I must say. Oh my god. I can feel the sweat building up. I needed to let it out tonight, and I let it out. So, hey, if you like me going on angry-ass rants, you got your wish tonight, and plenty of it. This R2 feels like a Squishmallow. I don't know what Squishmallows feel like, honestly. Squishmallows feel amazing, honestly. Okay, I believe you. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say right now, but if you ever wanted another episode where I went on just the angriest of rants, there you go. You got your wish. I got myself so worked up that I'm actually sweating. Oh my god. Mind you, it started snowing today, so you think review Hello Kitty's Furry Tale Theater. I'm going to have to veto that review because I haven't seen that. Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I haven't seen it. So unfortunately, I know nothing. looks like the snow stuck. Put a shirt on. Wow, you don't listen, because I just said that I got myself so worked up that I was starting to sweat. Didn't I just say that clear as day? I did just say that, didn't I? I know. Good. And yes, I am aware that this is probably the most sketchy, sussy visual ever, but you're all bones. I'm guessing this is gross to you. I mean, to be fair, though, I'm not implying that this is remotely attractive at all, so don't get the wrong idea. I'm guessing this is giving... Well, I mean, you're not wrong. Here, let's half-ass. There we go, fixed it. Fixed it. My face is itchy. The Crazy Quilting Club. Okay, I actually can't see jack. I cannot see jack shit out of here. What are you saying? Fuck. What are you saying? Shit. Flagged. Okay. Son of a bitch. Okay. Yeah, I actually really don't know what to talk about for the remainder of this episode. So, because I just used up a lot of energy. And I do mean a lot of it. Talk about R2-D2. Well, okay. R2-D2 is a... And that's R2-D2. My head is on fire. I don't know what took more out of me, my little performance there or my rant. Say his I just did. Unless that was sent before I did just say it, though. You may not have heard it, but I did just say it. Cunt. No, I'm not being a cunt. You may not have heard it, but I did just say it. Join us tomorrow when we go to the year 1997. Oh yeah, quick question. Do you mind if 1997 shares an unrelated airspace with 2013? Just because I already put that on the schedule. A herd of fucking ugly Reds have invaded mainland China. How YouTube did... I don't mind. Okay. Good to know. This is going to be the most bizarre Wonder After Dark double feature maybe ever, in that these two things have absolutely nothing to do with each other and do not belong in the same general airspace. That's an actual quote from the game, by the way. Okay, I believe you. Oh my god. Seriously, I feel lightheaded right now. Like, it was good to let my anger out and to do it in song form too, but God, I feel like I need to lay down after that. Oh my, that both felt good and didn't. Do Mr. Clipboard 1 second. painkillers. Hey, did you know that, oh look, I didn't fall for once. I wanna get lost in your booty hole. The slightest, the brightest skies, I close my eyes. When you call my name, it's like a little prayer. I'm too tired to sing it properly. I have used up so much energy tonight. I'm down on my knees, I want to take you there. Okay, again, I have used up so much energy on this episode that I just, God, my head hurts. Oh my God. But will you elaborate further on why you lost your energy? Nope. Because come back tomorrow. Where's the... Where did it go? No, actually, where did it just go? Where? Where? Okay, no, seriously. Where? No, the bottle was here a minute ago. What happened? Where? Am I stupid? Where did it go? What the fuck? Where's the bottle? What? No, no. Where did, what happened? Where? Is it under the bed? Did it fly under? Did it fly under bed? No. Shit. Fuck. Where did, what? Okay. Yep. It's always the shit. Never mind, there it is. I'm stupid. Found it. You threw it forward. It should be to the left of your... Like I said, I found it. Anyway, come back tomorrow night for the most unfitting double feature maybe ever. But will I elaborate further on what makes this double feature so unfitting? No, because I've said enough. I'm so tired. But for now, that's all the time we have for... I like how I was actually correct where it was. Yes. But for now, that's all the time we have for tonight. But always remember, eat your cereal, go to bed, to be continued. God made you special and he loves you very much. If you do, you're welcome, bestie. Ew. Give me a kiss. If if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. Good night, and have a day.